My name is Danela, and I live in the south of Bosnia and Herzegovina. That's where I come from. Years ago, I decided to escape the city life and the 16-room mansion my parents built for our family of 7. Yeah, I have 4 sisters. Crazy, right? I'd never traded for anything in this lifetime, though. I'm not gonna talk about my past much, but rather I want to focus on my present and the future. Me and my husband have a baby on the way, and we're currently not only living slow, which we love doing so much, but living fast also when it comes to finishing our A-frame home before the baby's born in January. In order to escape daily sweats over little things that need no sweating over, I love spending time either baking things or driving around and filming things with my drone and camera. What you're seeing right now is me preparing the dough for the very famous yellow cake here in Bosnia. It's pretty much just sweet dough that people love having alongside with morning and afternoon coffee. For someone who moved to the countryside just because they wanted to escape the daily stresses of life, it wasn't easy for me to start living happily right away. It was so hard to achieve that. It was so hard to bake a cake without overthinking if I'm missing out on something in life. Because the fast-paced life that the Western world taught us is definitely toxic. We're not supposed to hustle 24/7. It's not cool though. It's not. We're supposed to hustle enough in order to achieve something in life and then turn it into a snowball effect. But hustling yourself to death? No. Okay, hello from the other side. I'm so pregnant, bro. My tummy like right here, but that's I'm not gonna use my phone as a microphone right now because last time I noticed I definitely did something to this microphone. It's not as clean anymore at all. So I'll be talking to you like this. I hope I'm not too far away. I just wanted to sit down and have a little conversation before I go on with my daily life, because I'm gonna sweat later on. I'm gonna sweat buckets, and I usually have this problem with sweat. First of all, I had sweat phobia. I don't like it. I hate it. I like to be dry at all times, at all costs. But also, whatever I do, even just thinking in my head makes me sweat. And that's a big problem for me. So now what I'm supposed to do is go get my 2 other dogs that live outside actually. They're not house dogs. And take them out for a walk. But they are super hyperactive, totally energetic. It's so hard to control them. And they love running around. You'll see them later. And I know that I'm gonna sweat, so it's better to talk to you now than later. God, I wish I had something permanent to do to document it so you can see what else the countryside life holds. But I don't. What you see behind me right here is the foundation of our new house, which means we still don't have a house for ourselves. Me and my husband and the baby. We'll live with our in-laws right there. I'll show you the house in a bit. And whatever I do makes me feel no purpose. And that's why I don't really do anything around their house because it's not my place and it's not going to be permanent for me. Am I being selfish or not? I don't know. I do definitely help around the house errands and things like that, of course, when I can, because I do lots of online work, and basically just sitting in my chair is super hard for me anyway. But I have to make sure that I bring the money into the house. And me saying thank you for having us at your place, that's one of the ways. I'm not allowing my in-laws to spend anything, and I'm not allowing their kids, my husband and his brother, to allow them to spend a single dime on us. And their parents are so beautiful. Their parents are awesome. They're like, no, you can't do that. I'm like, yes, I can. Shut up. Like, you brought us peace by not allowing us to stay here. In Bosnia, it's never a question if you can stay with your in-laws, but by feeling welcomed. Like, a lot of people here in Bosnia don't want to even see their in-laws because they hate each other for some reason. Usually the mothers-in-law from the husband's side hate their daughters-in-law for some reason. They always have fights, arguments, and things like that. And if you ask women in Bosnia, do you want to live with your in-laws? The absolute answer will always be no, hell no, oh my God. But me here, I feel so welcomed, I feel like I was born here, I feel like they're my parents, and the least I can do is not allow them to spend their money on us, right? So me working hard on my computer every day already makes it enough, hard enough for me. So I don't really do gardening around their house because of that, and because I feel no purpose in it long term. This place that you're seeing right now is gonna be my garden, and I already have a plan in my head of what it's gonna look like and things like that, and where I'm gonna plant my vegetables and fruits, and where we're gonna do the barbecue lounge, coffee lounge outside, where the dogs are gonna be, because they're not here right now. They're a few meters down there because they're super messy. There's a lot of mud everywhere. And I'm gonna build them a kennel myself. My father-in-law is like, you can't do that, because he likes to mess around with me. He literally likes to mess around with me a lot, saying that I can't do this, can't do that, because, we're too weak. He's the only smart one in this house. He fought for this country, he was in the military. He was... Okay, cool. But yes, I can do things like that by just watching YouTube tutorials, that's for sure. And it's gonna be hard, I know it's gonna be hard, but I am gonna do it, and I'm gonna document it for you. Also, we are building our A-frame all by ourselves. Our father-in-law, my father-in-law, is currently doing the foundation. We're using the rocks, and then we're gonna use a cement on top, and then the A-frame is gonna get on top of that. And once the house is done, and once we start living our own life, my vlogs are gonna be so much different from what they are right now, because I will have something to share with you rather than just my life points of view. Because that's what I'm doing right now. I document the beauty of this place, and I talk in the background about how I feel, what I see, what I saw, what I'll see, what you'll see with me. But there's nothing really in particular happening. For example, me cooking, baking, what I love doing. I still see no purpose of doing that in the house over here, in my in-laws' house. Gardening, planting flowers. It's nothing personal to them, it's just, this is how I feel. So trust me, I cannot wait for this house to be done. And this winter, the vlogs are gonna be so different. And my life is gonna be so different. Baking relaxes me so much, effortlessly. It doesn't, I don't even try to enjoy the moment of baking. It just absorbs me. I simply forget what's going on. I see the cake in front of me, the dough, the ingredients. And when I tell this to my in-laws, they're like, we never witnessed this. Of course you didn't. Of course you never witnessed it, because I live with you and I have no desire to do it in that house. I want the house to look the way I want it to. You know, the interior design, and that's when it's gonna happen. Now, I'm not sure if this is okay, but yeah, I've been waiting for 3 years now, and the house is gonna be done by the end of December at the latest. Okay, so yeah, I'm excited. If waiting for 3 years was fine with me, then waiting for another 3 months is definitely fine with me. Let's go get the dogs. The funny thing is that Mali, he's big, but his name is Mali. Mali means small. He can't get used to his muzzle. And he's so sad. But he's eaten a lot of chickens of our neighbors. So, yeah, I'm not allowing him to walk around without his muzzle. And he's so sad. He doesn't want to play. He just literally protests by not playing until I take this off. But I'm not gonna take it off. Nećete to skidati, nema šanse. No, to, okay? Uncertainty was something that would petrify my soul. I used to run away from it like the devil runs away from the cross. I remember at some point, while I was living in the city and working hard on my business every day, I would plan my whole month in advance. And if anything, listen to me, anything other than that took place, I'd lose my mind and my sleep over it. No one on this planet could have calmed me down and made me realize that life itself is unpredictable, no matter how hard and how much in advance we plan it. I was far away from the reality, far away from feeling the reality, because I was in the constant, I have to make it up for the last month battle. And for what? For whom? Looking back at the whole thing right now, I was just literally filling up my schedule, my empty schedule. I was filling it up that way. I was filling it up with stress so I could avoid being happy. Because being present in the moment without anything on your mind means being happy. And I was trying so hard to avoid being present in the moment in order to avoid being happy, because I was not ready to feel happiness yet after so many years of just going through so much. I had to heal. I had to start healing. And not to feel happy, but to feel okay when there's no drama going on. Because I was so used to drama, I needed it to live. It was my fuel for some reason. I operate well under pressure. It was not something I was planning to be feeling like forever. I was not planning on seeing happiness as a threat for my whole life. I mean, who's gonna live their life for 80, 90, 100 years not being present in the moment? So what the hell are we doing on planet Earth then? It's crazy what our brains can make us feel sometimes. So moving to the countryside did just that. It prepared me to stay calm when everything's calm. My days are now both planned and unplanned. And if my days are planned, I plan them the night before or the day before, not the whole month in advance. And those unpredictable days, if anything goes down, I do not feel threatened. I do not feel like I'm losing the whole month. I just know that there's another day coming right after that one, and that I'll have another 24 hours to finish whatever I wasn't able to finish the day before. This didn't happen overnight. Like, those literal intrusive thoughts kept going on for a while after I moved into the countryside, but over time, you just see the difference. Because what intrusive thoughts with no logical, practical background and you implementing them in your life makes no sense. Why would you? Why would you give me one good reason why you would? So right now, even during the busiest times of mine, I'm not stressing out because I feel how much time and energy I have wasted in the past for doing so. Makes no sense. And crazy though how I thought I was helping myself, but I was actually taking away from myself that way. I was doing something I knew wasn't helping, but I still kept doing it because it gave me some kind of a purpose of doing something, no matter if it was effective or not. So our brains don't care about the results. They care about doing something. Enough of that bullshit. I'm just like I mindfully chose a day, but I feel like I'm mindlessly wasting it because I'm used to just being at home by my laptop, that's it. So you gotta understand that we taught ourselves to behave in a certain way, and then we think that's the only right way when it's not. Being by my laptop only is not the only right way to live. What the hell's wrong with me? The only real thing is the present moment. And once I started acting accordingly, things changed. The city couldn't have helped me with that. I don't know why. That's just who I am. There are things that calm my nervous system down, and for me, that's either living in some countryside or high up in the mountains, which I did both. And I'm still doing both. What is it for you? What is one thing that calms your nervous system completely? There is no reason not to do it. No reason. I'm telling you, you're not helping yourself by avoiding it. You're taking away from yourself, and that is not your goal.